During a protest organised by the LTTE sympathisers in London on February 4th of last year, the then military attaché at the Sri Lankan High Commission in London, Brigadier Priyanka Fernando, made a slit-throat gesture after pointing to the Sri Lankan flag to the protesters. Following outrage on the allegedly offensive gesture and concerns raised by the UK government as video footage circulated on social media, the Sri Lanka government moved to recall the defence attaché to the island. However, a group of Indians living in London later filed a case at the Westminster Magistrates Court in January this year. Thereafter, on the 21st of January this year, the brigadier was convicted in absentia by UK's Westminster Magistrates Court for causing harassment, alarm and distress to the three complainants who brought a private prosecution. But the attorney representing Brigadier Priyanka Fernando at the UK court argued that he can be covered under the Vienna Convention as he had diplomatic immunity as an officer of the Sri Lankan High Commission at the time the incident occurred. The case was later taken over by the Chief Magistrate of Westminster, Emma Arbuthnot. In this backdrop, British daily newspaper The Morning Star reported that during yesterday's hearing of the case, attorney representing Brigadier Fernando, Barrister Nicholas Wayne, argued that Brigadier Fernando was operating under a 10-part job description, which included safeguarding the High Commission premises during any protest. Wayne had argued that the slit-throat gesture fitted with his client's job description, a claim that failed to convince the Chief Magistrate, who noted that the job description required Brigadier Fernando to strictly adhere to personal behaviour and professional standards. According to the newspaper, the Chief Magistrate had said, quote, "It was not part of his job description to draw his fingers across his throat. On the 3 occasions he is said to have done that, and therefore he is not covered by the Vienna Convention," unquote. The court found Brigadier Fernando cannot rely upon diplomatic immunity to quash his conviction for public order offences. The attorney representing Brigadier Fernando then made an application under Section 142 of the Magistrates Court Act to have the case reopened on 3 grounds: abuse of process, that the trial proceeded in the absence of the defendant, and that the prosecution did not serve the summons correctly. It is reported that the judge adjourned the hearing and will consider the defence's application on March 15th.